Welcome to Vintage Radio Cafe, your number one channel for relaxing vintage audio restoration. If you like watching an idiot wielding a soldering iron, you've come to the right place. Watch Ray's attempts to fix wonderful forgotten radios from another era, way before transistors. Sometimes he even gets them working again. What could go wrong, right?
Hi, I didn't see you guys come in. Just give me a second. I'll show you what I'm working on. So it's the 9th day working on the radio for me, and day 7 and 8, yesterday and the day before, I've been working on dismantling all the components on the chassis. You've seen some footage of that. Removing the speakers, the board for the main speaker, and the grill cloth. And as you can see, it's very, very sunny outside, and it's exceptionally warm for this time of year. Let me show you. It's really, really bright. So I got to keep the shades down, and but it was perfect for the step I'm at with the grill cloth, which is spraying hydrogen peroxide, right? And just letting the sun do its work, hopefully bleaching a bit the grill cloth so it can come back to something close to the original. At least all the dark spots, the dark circles from the speakers have been eliminated, so that's done. And now on the cabinet, well, before I start to do the exterior, I want to do the interior, but I need to, let's look at this. This is not only dented inside, but there's one of the mesh, the wire is crooked. So I have to try to fix that, but I can't do it until I remove this grill, this cloth, which is very, very thin. And I got to remove all those angles, all those pieces of wood. I already took one out, and luckily, if there was glue at one point, there's no more glue. So it came out easily. If I can, if it can work just as good with the other ones, it'll be great. Also, since the grill, the metal grill behind was pushed inwards a lot, well, there's a ripple in the material, and from the outside it shows, it makes a shadow. I don't know if I'll be able to show it from here, but since it's not touching, yeah, maybe not from this angle, but so I got to do that before I start to do something on the exterior of the cabinet. The top side is really damaged, scratched and all that. Maybe I can show it to you. Yeah, see, those are deep. So I did work with Meguiar's compound wax before, but I don't think that product is abrasive enough. It doesn't go deep enough. So today I ended up going to Canadian Tires again and getting some actual rubbing compound. This is the most aggressive one they have, heavy duty. There was only a few left because here in Canada everything works with the season, and since we're late in fall, winter's coming, there won't be any of these product left on the shelf in a week or so. I also got some actual wax, Carnauba wax, made by Mothers. If it's as good as the aluminum and chrome polish, I think this should do a good job, because I don't want to sand down the whole cabinet. Also, I'll finish with this. The speakers, they're okay. You can see here part of the just the dust cover. There's nothing left. Well, the whole rim on all three speakers was like that. Whatever was left just came off with a bit of air from the compressor. So there was nothing, no gasket, no foam gasket left to speak of. So I'm going to replace that. Since those are not regular sizes, this one, for instance, is it's like, I think it's 5 3/4 by 9 3/4, and this guy, it's even more odd. It was like 11 3/8 by 9 1/2, something like that. Anyways, you can't find those already made, so I'm going to use just window seal, hose tape, self-adhesive, although I might put additional speaker glue. I'll see how well it holds up, but you know, the speakers are going to be so tightly compressed against those boards, as long as it sticks long enough for me, you know, to put them back in position. I should be good. So that's the plan for the next few days, today, tomorrow, and probably the day after. Today is Halloween here, and like I said, we're going to hit at least 23 degrees Celsius outside. Really sunny. It's been so cold every Halloween for the past like 10 years, sometimes with snow. So the kids are going to be really happy, and I'm glad. I'm happy for them. I was young once too. What else? There might be rain tonight, but for me now, I'm taking advantage of the sun, and I go monitor it because it's so windy, so it's not blown away with the wind. Although I did tie it down with some string, and every time it's dry, when it gets dry, I put another coat. Just sprayed hydrogen peroxide, and the other way is to use a blue light, not a UV light, but a blue light. I've learned this, but they're so expensive. There's only one guy selling the exact thing I would need, and he only had one left, and I would need at least 2 to make a proper box for the size of the grill cloth. So I'm trying first with just sunlight for the whole day, maybe another day tomorrow if it's sunny enough. So that's where I'm at. That's the plan for the next few days. Catch you later. guys, so before I go to bed, I just want to give you a quick roundup, an update of where I'm at after 2 days working on the radio. So that would be day 9 and 10. I've been working on the cabinet, and as you can see, well, I hope you'll agree with me, it now looks beautiful compared to what it was. I spent a full day doing all the brass with Brasso. It was a hell of a job, let me tell you. And today I did a serious compound on all the cabinet. It was long, but it went well. And for this I use the harshest or the highest grit I could find in a compound wax. It was a product made, well, it is a product made by Turtle Wax. It's very aggressive. I don't recommend it if you don't absolutely need it and if you don't know how to work with it. But for this radio, with all the scratches on top that were there before, I mean, look at it now. It's beautiful. I'm really happy. I also spent some quality time with the Esquichan, I guess you can call it, the name. It was supremely dirty. It's all nice and shiny now. I used some Mother's aluminum polish on the end. Also, as you saw in the video on the B-roll, I spent a lot of time on the grill cloth, and honestly, I think it's going to look very nice. I got rid of all the dark circles. I bleached it. I used some hydrogen peroxide, and I think it came out pretty good. Also, today I went shopping. Sorry, I got some new grill cloths for the sides. This was the original. It didn't come with a pattern. That's because of the glue. And the other side was like that. So I'm not sure what's going on here. The original color was probably that. But I thought, once I was in store, I thought this looked better because of the shine of it, and I thought it matched the colors better than the reddish of this guy. Also, I still have to work on those. I straightened them, especially the one that was very, very damaged. As you can see, the sides are like more yellow compared to the center. On the other side where there was glue, it's more yellow as well. I tried using Brasso on it. It doesn't work. I don't know what it is. If it's brass, it doesn't react like brass. So tomorrow I'll probably put the wire wheel to it. Try to make it all shiny. There is a face that's shiny in that structure. But I don't think it pops a lot. So I'll have to see. And other thing I want to do is give it a coat, 1 or 2 or 3 coats of this guy, Carnauba wax, I think you call it, Brazilian Carnauba wax. It's a cleaner wax, so it should give it even more shine. The finish of those German radios is really really shiny. It's not made for you to feel the grain of the wood. It's almost like plastic. That's the way they did it, and that's the hard part actually. When you have a radio that's so damaged that you have to sand it down, restain it, and refinish it, this finish is almost impossible to achieve. almost. So after all that, well, I have to refoam the speakers and refit everything inside of the cabinet. So that's another 1 or 2 days work of work right there. So as you can tell, I'm really tired. I have trouble speaking now. So I'm going to bed, and I'll get an early start tomorrow on the radio. So you guys have a good night.